Jared Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit jaredgoestothemovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jarrett Reddick, and this is a podcast. Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
Why were the independents even fighting us? Why wouldn't they look to be more civilized?
I hear they're cannibals.
That's only Reavers.
Reavers aren't real?
Full well they are. I heard they attack settlers from space and kill them and wear their skins and rape them for hours and hours.
Baituo andinitian. It's true that there are dangers on the outer planets. So with so many social and medical advancements we can bring to the independents, why would they fight so hard against us?
We meddle.
River?
People don't like to be meddled with. We tell them what to do, what to think. Don't run, don't walk. We're in their homes and in their heads, and we haven't the right. We're meddlesome.
River. We're not telling people what to think. We're just trying to show them how.
Take this in the face. So the first thing I thought of, you know. I'm gonna be honest. There's this. Go back to my screen there, Sean. That girl does not look like that. That's this whatever this photo is of her or whatever.
Little Photoshop going on?
Maybe everything. I don't know. That's not what she looked like in that movie.
Texturizing spray.
Is there also possibly not an explosion behind them for real?
There's Okay, good point. All right, come back to me. All right, hi everybody. My name is Jarrett. This is a podcast. It's called Jarrett Goes to the Movies. My gosh, what a crazy time where it's been. It's just nuts. I mean, if you're watching this, or listening to this, I'll be in England on tour. It's been quite the getting together of a tour, but I'm excited about it. Hopefully, I'll be having fun by this time. But getting this show to happen has been just a whole thing.
Yeah, this was supposed to be Captain America tonight.
Yeah, and so we were supposed to record last...
so much better.
We were supposed to record last Friday. I was sick, and then I got my wife sick Saturday. Sunday was the Super Bowl. Then last night was recover from being sick, and then the Super Bowl. And here we are. It's a Tuesday night. It's party night. I'm just kidding. It'll be like the most somber audience since that time Will was on drugs for the first time.
Oh, that was crazy. Okay, so we went to finish the movie today.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to start the process of his hair today.
Yeah.
We're on stage 1. And he like gets it up and pushes play and all the fucking power goes out and a giant storm starts outside. And I was like, this is never happening. All the power. Like I was like, we're never watching this movie.
It's just been that kind of a day.
And I had a production emergency. I almost didn't make it.
You almost didn't make it.
And if Will didn't live across the street, like you wouldn't have believed us at all.
And here's the thing too. I had a minor emergency today. I cut my thumb open.
Oh my God.
Did you?
Yeah, and it's the most uncool thumb cutting of all time.
But of all the fingers to have cut when you're about to go play.
Yeah, and it's the one that presses up against the guitar neck too.
So it just hurts.
Just hurts. It just aches all the time. Like I'm pushing it. You know how then you can't stop pushing on it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely.
So I was doing dishes and I cut my thumb on a dried noodle stuck to a ladle.
How long had it been sitting there?
Since we had soup a couple of nights ago. And I should have let it soak.
Yeah.
I should have let
I soak everything.
Well,
I'm like, you ever seen that movie Signs?
Yeah. No.
You have like just water everywhere?
I just have little bowls of water everywhere because something is soaking.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, you're like the people who sit across from Madge with the palm olive.
Right.
Soaking in it. With me, as always, is Rich. Rich, how you doing? I know you're tired.
I lost 6 pounds this year so far.
Nice.
All thanks to Angie Thorne.
Nice, dude. Very cool.
She's my inspiration.
That chick's badass.
Nice.
Every time we go on the 4 years fat thing and her paper is on there, her white paper with the black ink, and says how many miles she ran that day.
Right.
I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
She can do it. I can fucking get on
Yeah.
that goddamn treadmill.
Good for her, man. That's awesome. Well, we got to get back on my website. I hadn't been on there in a little bit. And it's fun that she's your inspiration. We need to do.
She really
You're
is.
the meaning in my life. Oh, oh. My wife Casey is here.
Hi.
There she is.
I'm here.
And we're both feeling better. I that you really didn't even get like sick, but then I think I got you a little under the weather. A little bit, but we did fine, right? Mm-hmm. We broke out of it. Will, of course, is here. Kitty Corner Will, who was set to chase the FedEx guy for me today, but it didn't have to happen.
Didn't happen.
No.
Hi, everybody.
Well, there's like 15 boxes on your porch. Somebody came here.
Yeah, did y'all not bring those in?
No, you tell me not to every time.
I do not.
There's like 1,000 paper towels and...
Man, I know.
One of them's a desk, so if y'all want to bring that in, that'd be great.
Here's the thing, too. For some reason, I don't know what happened over the fall, but we stopped using so many paper towels. Mm-hmm. We're about like 3 boxes ahead. If anybody needs some paper towels.
Oh, you have it like an auto?
Yeah,
renew?
auto.
Why do you do that? You could just yell at Alexa and have her do it.
It saves you money,
Really?
and then it really does, actually.
If you have...
I
2
spill
boxes
a lot
too
of
many?
shit.
No, the more subscriptions you do, the more you save. So like it really does. It
Yeah,
saves
we
you.
seem ahead, but I could have a really destructive week and we could be behind anytime.
That's true. All
Yeah,
right.
but like dog food, paper
But
towels.
When I get low on like toilet paper and stuff, I'm like, oh, I only have a few rolls left. I'm not going to use this extra square.
Right.
So if you have just boxes and boxes stacked up waiting for you, I got plenty.
Yeah, but see,
You skimp on the squares when you're going low?
Can you just go with
that's
me
the
here?
thing, though. Here's
Man,
the deal.
I don't want shit on my fingers. I'm using it all.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I got 5 people in this house, though, and
That's true.
And 3 dogs.
and 3. Yeah. So
two
and
and
nobody
a
will
quarter.
give you a heads up when
Yeah.
they're running low. Like I mean, it's just like their bathrooms are empty or whatever. Like both bathrooms are empty before they even say anything. So then if it were like we were down to like 1 pack down there, it'd be a fucking
These are our
emergency.
children, by the way.
Yeah, not the dogs.
I make a pyramid on the back of my toilet, and then if it gets down to the bottom row, then I go get more.
That's how you know you're single.
Yeah.
I always check for toilet paper. I'm good at it.
That shit
Have I
would-
ever had to ask you to bring me
My
toilet
wife
paper?
would not allow the toilet paper to be on the back of the toilet.
No.
No.
No, but I will.
But I'm like,
I will
fuck the
say
police.
this: I keep those wet wipes in there too.
Yeah.
I do too.
So
It's on the top of the pyramid.
You will start using those though, and
But you have like 5 packs in there.
and not refill the toilet, and not like go get more toilet paper and take it back
I
in
do
there.
too.
That is absolutely the emergency run. You're like, oh shit, I'm out. I need to
Just going to use these things.
And
And
how
then-
long am I the one not refilling the toilet paper, by the way, that you're noticing?
Here we go.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Tim Tool says he loves you.
You're also not refilling the toilet paper.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said.
You spend like 12 times more time than I do in there.
12.
That is probably true. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah,
So
and especially
your offense
the,
is worse.
And here's the thing: the day after Super Bowl, I didn't know she was getting up, and I woke up that morning and I destroyed that bathroom. I mean, I'm not joking. Like it fucking. I'm serious. Neighbors were calling, like asking if we were okay. It was bad.
Are you the Punisher?
We have made like
It was so bad. And then I came back in because I'd forgot something, and she didn't lock the door, and she was in there peeing, and I felt so bad.
Yeah, because it hits you like as you're pulling your pants down and you really have to pee because you just woke up in the morning and then you're just like, there's nothing I can do now. I
I
have
felt
to live with
so
it.
fucking bad because I didn't realize that we were.
Did you?
I did. I don't like that. Like I don't like for her to have to smell my poop.
I don't like it either.
I try to shut the door and leave the fan
Yeah,
on.
I was going to say, don't you have a vent?
Yeah, there's a vent in
There's
there.
no vent that is powerful enough.
The problem with the vents is, and here's the thing, I didn't even think about this. I've never thought about it before, ever, until recently. Because what happens is the one in our bathroom, the one in the boys' okay, that one gets on because it gets left on because of my poop, right? The one in the boys' bathroom gets left on because Jack takes 2.5-hour showers and the steam comes out and sets off the fucking fire alarm.
That's true.
Right?
It's happened
Not
a bunch
joking.
of
Not
times.
joking.
That's crazy.
And then the one in the laundry room gets left on because, like if we're just going load after load after load, it gets kind of warm in there or whatever. But if you leave those on, it's essentially just venting out your air conditioner
Right.
or your heat or whatever. It's
Yeah.
literally just pumping money out the thing.
Right.
That in my adult life, I never thought about that till the other day. And I was just like, you know what? Like, that's taking the fucking conditioned air and
Right.
pushing it out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had them uninstalled. We don't have fans anymore. So, you just got to smell the shit. And you're thinking, and I know what you're thinking. Well, you can open up a window. No, not in a bathroom. Not in America. Fuck,
Yeah.
we don't have that shit. You can't open up a fucking
I
bathroom
think
in
mine
a
are all
window.
painted shut. Yeah.
No, I mean, but ours are all like fake, like glass bricks and shit. You can't open a window in a bathroom in America. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
Not
in
a
a,
thing.
in a bathroom.
In a
yeah.
bathroom.
If it was built in the last 15 years,
It ain't
right.
happening.
No.
No.
That's
Nobody
how I
has.
used to break into my parents' room when I was little.
That is so.
I could pop the bathroom window
That is the fucking craziest thing. Exactly the same story.
because they fucking locked their door.
Yep. We used to get blocked out of the house and shit. We could pop that. They had one little window.
Yeah.
I could get up on my brother's shoulders
Yep.
and we could pop it open and just climb right in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the reason why they don't have those anymore.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like how they.
And then the Night Stalker happened.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, like in your neighborhood and shit.
Yeah, in our town. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he
Yeah, we
lived
talked
where the
about
Night
that.
Stalker happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never caught that motherfucker,
No,
right?
they did. Richard
Richard
Ramirez.
Ramirez.
Oh, that's
Yep.
who's the one that they didn't catch? Green
That's
Mountain.
the
The
Zodiac
Zodiac.
killer.
Yeah.
Zodiac.
No, I'm not. I wasn't in the early '60s. That's
Yeah.
before my time.
But they think they know who that is.
Yeah, they think he's
Jake
dead.
Gyllenhaal or something.
It's
No, his name was
He wasn't even
Brian.
the Zodiac in the movie.
was he in a movie about the Zodiac?
Yeah, but he wasn't the
That was-
Zodiac killer. He was just a character.
Oh, you didn't finish it? It's the twist ending.
You know who I like is that
I read the book.
I like that Maggie Gyllenhaal. I like her.
You do not.
Oh,
Yes, he
you
has
should-
to.
Is
He's-
terrible.
Have you seen The Secretary?
Is she
No,
like
but I
super
want
methy
to.
and that's why? Because she's not attractive.
No, I like
She
her.
takes a
I
lot of
just
meth?
think she's
What?
cute. I don't know. I like normal looking girls like that.
She's in a movie called The Secretary with James Spader, and it's real S&M-y.
He just bangs her all the time, whatever. Man, he had a bunch of movies like that.
Yeah.
He had one with what's her face, Tim Robbins' wife, right, where he banged her a bunch.
Tim Toole. What?
Oh, by the way, I didn't introduce Silent Sean 316. Silent Sean 316 is here. I'll tell you what, our thread where when we move shows gets so fucking confusing now because there's 5 people. Well, actually, Casey never chimes in. And I only chime in about once every 25 to 30 posts. So you guys will be talking, well, are we doing it tonight? I don't know. I'm just waiting to see if Jared's going to do it. I don't think he says we're going to do it. He's like, well, tomorrow's the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like, no. Okay, that's the end of that. Not happening.
I can't ever keep up with whatever y'all are talking about.
Well,
all I know is I shared my Amazon wish list with you guys, and nobody's bought me presents.
I actually thought about it. I almost did it.
Well, welcome to the program. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We'll be talking about the movie Serenity today. And before I go any further, it's funny. I when me and Rich first started kind of putting together like how the show flow would go, like I would say, man, all the bullshit needs to be at the end, and it needs to be at the end. And then he was like, okay, yeah, we'll put it at the end. And then we've gradually sort of got it figured out to where we put this there, and we put this. So the one that I listen to, Sword and Scale, they have to do all their shit at the front because they, like we do with their Patreon, because basically once people hear, we'll see you next time, the show's
Right.
over,
Yeah.
That's it. So I do need to mention this, though, that all of our support comes from our Patreon page. We have cool updates coming from that as soon as I get back from England, including some one-time donation situations where you can do some cool stuff on the show. You don't necessarily have to do it every month. However, for $1 a month, you get the outtakes from all 4 shows that month, which can sometimes be a whole additional hour each week. And again, that's $1 a month, not an episode. And then for $5 a month, you get an archive of all of the shit, and the fun just goes up from there. So this is a Tim Toole and Matt Cardosi production, and those guys are our supporters as well. Our new supporters do include, but are not limited to, $1 supporters Chaz A.R., Steve Collins, and Grant Hill. Holy shit, basketball star Grant Hill is my favorite. Came out the same year as Jason Kidd, and just fucking, he was just awesome. Loved him.
Kid and Play?
No, different.
Oh.
No, this is Jason Kidd.
Okay.
That's different.
Right.
Different. No. Jason Kidd, basketball player, got in trouble for hitting his girlfriend. Kid and Play, can't go to party stinking. So completely different things. Tim Ball upped his pledge from $1 to $2 just because he's awesome and he thinks we're awesome too. That's right. So thank you very much for that, Tim. And then William Bryant and Dom Petretta are both $20 supporters now. They will be invited to all of our Skype Hangouts, which we do once a month, and that's at the $10 level. And they are also now executive producers. Our executive producers are limited to David Murray, Ashley C., Wendy Croft, Sheila Ray Wonder, David Dooley, Rodon James, Tim Tula, and Matt Cardosi, who are also our corporate VPs. Way to hang in there, Matt Cardosi. That's almost 3 months of marriage, and you're still doing it. Chris Holt, Big Chris Whitehead, Diane Small, Lucy Murray, Wayne Bullard, who helped me out after I went to I didn't even get to talk about my wrestling adventure that I had with the family, but we got to meet all the wrestlers. And I left there knowing who about 2 of them were. And so I had to send him all the photos so he could send me back who the fuck we met. So thanks to Wayne for that. Lisa Winsel, who had her credit card expired. So she had to unsubscribe and resubscribe. And she was worried that we would think that it was a different.
You were saying that you thought she was just being a real bitch.
Right. No, I can't take this out of the podcast later, Casey.
Oh, it's okay. It's Lisa.
Oh, no. Lisa will think that's hilarious. Daniel Cotton, Jared Spear, Shawnee Griffiths, Greg Pascal. By the way, please leave all those phonetic things in there for me. Mark Ryan, Tyler McCullough, Shui Hurst. Josh Millman, Jason Randall, John Gickler, who you will hear from later on in the program for 5 questions, Joel Robinson, Mike Breton, Katie Morgan, and her baby sometimes, Chris Jacobs, Brian Dunning, Paul Baums, Amy Pittsinger, Bodie Cooper, William Bryant, and Dom Petretta. Thank you to all of our producers. You guys are the best. And quite frankly, this is the absolute truth. Without the support of our Patreon supporters, this show could not happen. So whether you like us a little bit or a lot, why not try to jump in there and get some shit? By the way, the merch store is up in the UK. All our UK listeners, we do have a merch store. It's live now. Go order some shit. Right?
Yeah.
And if you're a Patreon supporter, go through the Patreon link because you're going to save four pounds on a shirt.
Do you know if they got the girls' sizes in?
I know it's coming.
Okay, so
we're waiting on
tees and.
If you're waiting on girls'
tanks.
tees,
That's not progressive.
I think it's women.
No, it's
Jesus
just
Christ.
girls.
Oh, okay.
If you have recommended that, Rich does have your back, but we are waiting to see if we can sync up the style so they're at least approximately the same in either store. So I'm working on all that right now. Serenity, released in 2005. Oh, that was a good year.
Yeah.
I had a big hit song. Casey was 15 years old.
What was the hit song?
When?
2005. A
14, 15.
song called 1985.
Yeah.
Happened that year. Yeah. Big hit. I've
heard that song.
Yeah. This show is rated PG-13, which is
This show?
Yeah, PG-13.
Not our show.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The
I was
movie.
like, it's a terrible idea.
Oh, no, the movie. No. I've already said fuck like enough to get us NC-17 on this particular broadcast. All right, here we go. The crew of the ship Serenity tried to evade an assassin sent to recapture one of their members who is telepathic. Terrible synopsis. Here's why. She's actually not a member of their crew.
Yes, she is.
No.
Yes.
No.
Not a
No.
member.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
she's just right. Oh, he does tell her that she has to earn or do some shit, right?
She's a member of the crew.
But they fucking lock her up in a closet handcuffed to the floor.
I think that's arguable.
That
You could
happens.
argue for it, but you definitely argue against it.
She is 100% not a
I wouldn't say.
person,
I think
not a
Will's
member of the crew.
off his right.
Because and then the brother wants to leave, but the captain's like, no, she has to stay and work.
The
right?
brother's a member of the crew.
Yeah,
she
he's the
just
doctor.
runs around in the vents.
Damn it, Jim! Oh wait, that's the wrong doctor. Space guy.
Yeah,
Different.
different ship on one ship down from the one you just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, okay, right.
Over to Rich for his alternative synopsis.
Serenity In this Star Wars, without all the magic space western, skinny Nathan Fillion plays Han Solo flying around in a spaceship filled with hot chicks. Because, dude, like, you can't stop the signal, man.
Oh, okay. Who is this Nathan Fillion guy? What do you mean skinny?
Because he's not skinny anymore.
He's Captain Hammer.
Well,
what does that mean?
No, he's on Castle, and he's got a dad bod now. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah,
he's not like fat or
it happens
he just
to the
has
best
a
of
dad
us.
bod. Yeah,
it happens to the best of us. It really does.
He's filled in. Let's put it that way.
Got it. Well, good for him. And then Gina Torres is also in this.
Smoking hot.
Yeah, which one is Gina Torres?
The black girl, Zoe.
Yeah. Okay. Is she in other stuff as well?
She's in Suits. And she
Okay.
still looks amazing in Suits.
Yeah, she's really attractive.
She kills
in
it in
this.
Suits.
Yeah, I really liked her in this motion picture. Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk. Which guy's that?
He is the ship driver.
That's what I thought. He's been in a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, he's like a favorite of nerds. You know, the nerd community.
Nerds.
He does a lot of voice work.
Okay.
In Rogue One, he's that.
Oh, he's
robot.
the big tall robot in Rogue One.
Tall.
That was funny as shit because he was playing it like deadpan.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. And then Marina Baccarin.
Super hot.
That's Inara.
Okay.
the
Yeah. Now I knew
prostitute.
who that was because she was in.
She's in Deadpool.
Well, I had recognized her, and I thought, man, who is that chick? And the way that I recognized her, she was in Homeland.
Homeland, yeah.
And she got naked a bunch.
Yeah.
The first season.
Right. Yep.
Because she was doing it to the one dude's best friend.
That's right.
Wasn't she in V?
She was in V too.
She didn't show her V, but she
was in
did.
the OC.
She did show her B's.
But not her
Literally.
V's. Not her Veg.
She did not show her Veg. Man, this thing in award prizes, nine nominations, 9 wins.
Really?
Yeah.
For what? I wonder.
The
special effects were terrible.
This says ability to insert Chinese randomly for no reason. They got nominated 5 times for that. Won all 5. Fucking swept them. Two of them were at the same award show. Unfucking believable. But holy shit, this movie did $25 million. Pretty damn good.
It is
Joss
Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
It's his first motion picture.
Yeah, and he did Avengers and stuff too.
He was gonna do Serenity 2, but did the Avengers instead.
Oh man.
Well, Adam Baldwin is also in this, and he was in one of my very favorite movies. His very first movie,
My Bodyguard.
My Bodyguard.
Loved it.
One of the greatest like kid movies ever. Good
Absolutely.
movie about bullying.
I watched it tons of times.
Me too. It just it was always on cable, right?
I had it on my Betamax thing, and I played it all the time.
Yeah, I liked that one too.
I don't think I saw that.
Jewel Staite played Kaylee. I was wondering what you thought about
She's
her.
a prominent Canadian actress. She's in a lot of Canadian shows.
Okay,
Smoking
so
hot.
she's hilarious. And then Sean Mayer plays Simon. Summer Glau.
She was in. Yeah, she's done a lot of work. She was the Terminator
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
in Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh, okay.
It's a good show.
All right. Ron Glass plays the guy who with the most uncomfortable death scene of all time.
He was actually in Firefly.
Okay. Now, for those of you who are, what happened?
They all were.
I don't know.
Oh,
how
all
to see
these
what
same people?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So these are even the same actors.
all
that
the
were
same
in it.
actors.
Oh, okay. I'm motherfucking C. All right. Well, cool. Well, that's pretty much it.
Oh, he was in
you know
Barney Miller. Someone said.
who else?
Heather Nick said that guy was in Barney Miller.
David Krumholtz was in this, and I could not place where the hell he was from. What is it? The Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, he was like the main elf. He wasn't getting it.
No, it wasn't that. I'm going to tell you what it was in just a minute. No, it was the Santa Claus 2.
He was in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Is he Bernard?
That's what it had to have been that. No.
Is this the bad guy, the black?
No, this is Mr. Universe.
Oh,
He's in
he was
Superbad.
he was in Numbers.
I remember what it is, baby. He's in Walk Hard. He's the guy that like plays his manager at the end of it. His dad was like one of the Jewish guys
Probably.
that had signed him or
We
whatever.
have to do that movie.
Yeah, we really do have to do that. But anyway. All right, guys, let's dive into the movie Serenity.
You know, in certain older
civilized
cultures, when men failed as entirely as you have, they would throw themselves on their swords.
Well, unfortunately, I forgot to bring a sword. I would put that down right now if I
Would you be killed in your sleep like an ailing pet? Young miss. Young miss, I'll need all the logs on behavioral modification triggers. We'll have to reach out to Rivertime and help her to come back to us, no matter how far out Simon is. This is a good death.
It's not a good death.
It's not, no.
There's no shame in this.
Dude,
Now-
that scene was badass.
Now, that scene was a little bit confusing, just from being like one that, like just trying to figure out what the hell was going on, you know?
I mean, in the movie's defense, there's tons of movies where you don't know what the hell is going on at the beginning of the movie.
No. Yeah, that's not a strike against it. I think that's super common for you. I mean, this one, though, for me, it took a really long time. And I actually didn't know. I kind of did that thing. You ever, like, it happens with me, like, reading books a lot. Like, it's like by chapter 10, and you're like, I still don't even know who the fuck anybody is. Like,
Well,
you know. And
I worried about, for you guys that hadn't seen it, the show before, I worried about Inara.
Yeah.
It's like, why
are we going here? Who is she?
Who is she? Why is she important to any of this? Because she really wasn't to the story at all.
the only thing that she was important about was to get him there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that her character didn't really matter.
You're hot?
She's super hot.
I'm just trying to get the air to go. It's not.
You want it to turn on.
Yes, I've done. It usually
Okay,
works.
stop messing with it. Because I just had it on for a second.
No, you didn't at all.
She's turning it up and you're turning it down.
I think that's exactly what's happening.
No, I'm turning it like really down and nothing's happening. And it's driving me nuts.
Hold on, guys. Just 1 second. Sorry. Let's get this.
Oh, I know. The bathroom vents are on.
Could be. That could be it. But yes, I just thought that was pretty much it for her to bait him into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just knew watching it. I go, well, they're not going to know why the fuck this girl is a part of it. Because when you bring someone in like that, normally she would need to be significant. In the TV show, she's very significant.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about the TV show in this movie is, even though it was half a season, 14 episodes.
Yeah, 11 that aired.
Right. The amount of character development that happens is so immense.
It is.
That you care about these people
Yeah.
after 14 episodes. So when the movie comes out, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And for the podcast, I rewatched the entire thing.
I remember watching the movie when it first came out, and I had probably seen the show a couple of times at least by then, and I thought the movie was amazing. Like, I was so amazed by it. But you know, I think, and I watch movies differently now.
And it kind of sucks.
A little bit, because I see it through your eyes, and I go, okay, they're not going to really like this because it kind of doesn't make sense, or it is a little confusing if you hadn't seen the show. It certainly doesn't give you the impact that
I
watching
could
the
see
show
that.
first
If-
would give.
If the character development's already happened in the show, then I could totally
Tons
understand.
of character
Because I felt like there wasn't any character development, and that's one of
Right.
the reasons I didn't really enjoy it a ton.
The funny thing is, even though I know that Casey's not a big sci-fi fan, I feel like she'd probably like the show.
I probably would. I mean, that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense to me that
I'm not a sci-fi
you
fan,
wouldn't like this. Well, maybe this movie, but the show, it wouldn't make sense to me that you wouldn't like this show if you like Star Wars, because this is just Star Wars without magic. It really is. It's just the same kind of.
And the show is heavily Western.
Yeah.
Heavily Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably just going from it. I mean, she likes Star Wars because she grew up with Star Wars, and her dad and her family all like it, and all that stuff like that.
and
It's just, you know, she doesn't necessarily seek out those kind of movies
No,
to
not at all.
to watch. You know,
I have the nostalgia, and it's part of my childhood. But yeah, I don't go out looking for sci-fi movies.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, there's that, but because she immediately, like, she sees spaceship and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's pretty much like
We're
the
watching
way that
Alien
it goes.
again.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it took a minute. And also on some of these where it's like, it's happening really fast. People are walking in and out of the invisible walls. And this guy's named Thelion Schmein or whatever the fuck. And she's just like,
Fillion.
yeah. So she's just like,
I
have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I don't have the attention span for it. I have to you have to learn a new language watching this shit, because they're like making up these different types of creatures and things, and I'm just like, fuck, I can't. I mean, Harry Potter I can handle.
What's your favorite genre? Just comedy? That's it?
No, I don't have one. I mean, I watch a lot of different movies. I really do.
It's not sci-fi.
Not
Your favorite
sci-fi.
genre?
Not sci-fi. Not westerns.
Okay.
whoops. Maybe you wouldn't like it.
It's literally made for you not to like it.
Yeah, I could tell though that there had to
remember the
have
Cowboys
been,
versus Alien episode? I didn't like it.
I didn't like that either.
You could tell that there was like a bunch of character development that we hadn't seen or we were sort of just not in the know of.
Yeah,
because
you could feel it while you watched it. That we just didn't
You
know
just
why
sort of-
we were supposed to like that little redheaded guy or what. I get that I was supposed to, but I don't really know.
Like when,
Well, and-
the biggest one is when Shepard Book dies, because in this movie he's nothing. It's like
Correct.
Yeah.
barely a character.
Yeah.
But in the show, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah, that was the other one that I was.
It was a big deal.
Died?
It
That
was
fucking
him. I
sucks.
was like, why was he important? Why are they making such a big deal about his death? I could see you guys thinking that.
I was wondering. Yeah, when they put this little.
But he's like, they're all the people that are on the ship are major characters.
He
for
was
that-
like their moral compass.
Right.
On
See,
the ship.
I thought that they explained that just fine. I mean, they had all learned all these different things from him, and he was, not a member.
But it
of
was
his
all
crew.
exposition
Sure.
in his death scene.
Yeah, but it's a 2-hour movie. They got in what they
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
I mean, I definitely understood it. I think where for me, we're like, again, I felt like I sort of was really thrown into it was obviously the captain's sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's just like it just was already on top of you, and
it wasn't even a little bit as good as the show.
Yeah.
The show kills it.
Yeah.
No, I felt like it was like really fast paced banter. I literally said it to somebody today. I was like, it was like watching a freaking Will and Grace episode without Jack and Karen. It's like everyone's talking really fast. They all have a point, but it's not really that funny.
Yeah, I mean, I really did though. I liked it. I once I settled in, started figuring out what was going on. Oh, okay, this is this, and this is this, and and then.
Well, you should try the show. The show is, I mean, it's really good.
Yeah,
And it's funny. That's it's super funny.
Yeah, I laughed a bunch at this. I mean, again, I thought a lot of his lines were really funny. And
his character MO is like, it'll be in a certain situation that's a total trope, and he'll do exactly what they normally don't do.
Yeah.
That's his thing. Yeah.
Well, I thought all of that was really good, and the guy can fight.
I look out for me and mine. That don't include you, lest I conjure it does. Now, you stuck a thorn in the Alliance's paw. That tickles me a bit. But it also means I gotta step twice as fast to avoid them, and that means turning down plenty of jobs. Even honest ones. Put this crew together with the promise of work, which the Alliance makes harder every year. Come a day, there won't be room for naughty men like us to slip about at all. This job goes south, there well may not be another. So here's us, on the raggedy edge. Don't push me, and I won't push you. Don't let me.
So I put this clip in here for one reason, is that's to show the language, because the language that they use is super important to the show as well.
Sure.
So it's the way he's talking. It's sort of like that Southern sentence structure,
Right.
like South or West Americana sentence structure, and then they throw in the Chinese, for all the cuss words are Chinese. And that's a cool way for them to be able to sort of cuss on TV. I don't think it's really a Chinese cuss word. Maybe it is. I don't know. But
Well, the Jane character, that's his name, Jane, right?
Yeah.
the big guy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was very Southern. I
Yeah.
mean, it was like, you could definitely tell that this all makes sense. The whole like Western sort of, direction or whatever.
You know why there's Chinese in this, right?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that it's because they're the most heavily populated. Like, eventually, is it just going to be?
I mean,
it's going to be English and Chinese, and that's it at some
the
point.
Chinese. This is like 450 years in the future.
Yeah.
They've moved from Earth. It was to this new solar system, and they like the
all
the
just
population
mixes
the
is
two
Chinese, right?
biggest powers in the world, China and the West.
Yeah.
That speaks English.
Once you start to intertwine it, it's just the way that it happens. I mean, we live in Texas. You hear people all the time just switch back and forth, I'm serious, not between Chinese. I mean, in Spanish.
I was about to say, I don't think I hear that often.
But it's like you could...
Mi pines de pine de fuego.
Or you could be like...
I say porque all the time.
You say, for example, I would like, let me get one soft taco, one... hold on. One... carne asada.
What a switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Went from
you just
taco
switched.
to carne
asada.
A quesadilla.
God, I'm sorry I'm sniffing so much, man. I'm like...
I hardly ever say why. I always say porque.
Porque, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people you see... I mean, hola. I mean, we do it all the time. That's just part of our culture here. Mm-hmm. So you could see how easily that would be. I mean, not necessarily easily. I don't understand any of the. All I know is when you're in China, you hear people say shit all the time, and it doesn't mean the same thing. Like I think it's almost like a holdover word, like shit, whatever. Like the people, or just people just always like
saying
yeah, or something like that. But they just why do they say shit all the time? I don't know, but it's fucking funny. Just don't laugh. We're already getting kicked out of the cab.
At last, we can retire and give up this life of crime.
Hey! Y'all the browncoats, eh? Fought for independence? Petty thieving ain't exactly soldier's work.
War's long done. All just folk now.
Listen up! We're coming down to empty that vault. You have to give me your authorization password. Okay.
Hey, what the hell was up? You all right? What's going on?
Reavers. Man, these Reavers. Why do they call them Reavers?
We don't know. Mm-hmm. But this scene right here, the scene after this where they're getting chased by the Reavers, was the budgetary.
Yeah, it's some cheese.
Is there no...
Man, it was hard to watch.
Is there no connection between them being called Reavers and her being called River?
No.
God, I thought there'd be some kind of tie-in.
Reavers.
I thought it'd be like, Reavers.
Are we going to talk about how the Reavers are basically like crazy zombies, but they have an excellent grasp of technology?
Well, but they're not zombies. They're just overstimulated human beings that are just like pumped to the max, full of fucking roids, and
they sure can fly their ships.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It is. Now that I think about it.
But that's what I'm saying. They're not like, they don't function like zombies. I mean, they like eat flesh.
But they're crazy. They don't act rationally or logically about anything,
right?
But you don't
except
ever
for flying a ship.
I would say,
you ever?
No, they're like, okay, we'll hit this button and pull this lever.
You ever
and we'll
meet
go forward.
a testosterone-filled fucking frat guy? That's exactly what they are.
Shit.
Oh, with like a Porsche.
Exactly.
Yeah, he still drives a Porsche.
Yeah, didn't you used to have a Porsche?
Retracted.
No, I had a Corvette.
That's right. Totally different thing.
Yeah, Corvettes are much douchier. For sure.
Thus, used to have. Yeah, he fucking snapped out of it.
I de-douched.
Yeah, he de-douched. Oh my God.
Maybe you just douched.
Band name.
Maybe.
Band
You
name.
really think about it.
Band name.
De-douche.
De-douched.
De-douched. De-douched. That sounds like a drum fill. De-douched.
Are you douched to the douche?
I thought that was funny.
Thank you. We used to name all the drum fills. It'd be like Meredith Baxter Burney.
That's fucking.
Was there more?
I just thought that one got a good enough laugh.
Okay.
I'd fucking stop there. I don't know. What you got?
Nothing.
What you talking about over there? Okay, so you guys, so you don't buy into like the whole Reavers thing. You know, I mean, you.
No, I just
Were
I
they
hadn't
also
thought about it.
Were they
before.
like this on the show too?
Yes.
Yeah, they were the same on the show.
So same kind of thing. So essentially,
they on the show it felt more like they were sort of drifting in space.
Yeah, but
and then if you ran across them, they would like
want to eat you.
Well, they would. Yeah, I mean,
They weren't necessarily
like
going after you.
Did they ever do that?
They were going after him. Yeah.
So here's
they didn't make such a big deal out about. Oh, we're this organized faction of spaceships that run around and
they were like boogeymen, ghost stories around the campfire.
Yeah,
everyone was totally freaked about it.
So this is a very important question. So we've talked a lot about the show now up to this point. We've talked about the movie. So the movie obviously isn't an extension of the show because they're just now figuring out who River is. Is it more of like
it literally takes place 6 months after the last episode.
Oh, okay. So did they even know? So is the River character just happening in another whole different area and they don't even know who it is?
No, there are storylines where they're like, okay, let's go to this thing and figure out what happened to River. Like it's the undercurrent of the entire show.
Yeah, they did rehash a little bit in the movie.
Yeah,
there was some rehashing of stuff that we've already addressed in the TV show. But it makes sense why they did it.
Right.
They sort of put her back in and then and had her escape, but that was something they did in the show and was done with early on, and then we had adventures after that. But
got it.
But yeah, they sort of rebooted it a little bit, rehashed it a little bit. But
yeah, I think they had to.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of the show, so they had to sort of sum it up in the movie a little bit.
The whole point of the show was to go get her.
The whole point of the show was getting them at the beginning.
The River and her brother come on the ship on the very first episode.
Yeah,
and it's like, what's the deal with them? Why are they running?
Right.
What's wrong with her? Right.
Right, but he's already a doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm intrigued a little bit by the thought of the show.
The comedy is great in the show. You might
heart.
like it for that.
And there's a lot of heart.
a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Man, the one episode with what is it? Out of Gas.
Right.
Right.
A good one. Yeah.
Oh, so good. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's just really, really good. The way that it was directed, I guess.
Yeah,
the way they unfolded the story and introduced all the characters or origins, and that's
it's how they came about getting the ship.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a good show, man. You should watch it.
Check it out.
Do we know if anyone was killed?
It's likely. I know she meant to kill me for the doc put her out. Which, how exactly does that work anyhow?
It's a safe word. The people who helped me break River out had intel that River and the other subjects are being embedded with behavioral conditioning. They taught me a safe word in case something happened.
I'm not sure I get it.
It's a phrase that makes her fall asleep. If I speak the words, it occurs.
Say it.
It only works in her, Jane.
Well, now I know that.
In case something happened, you feel to elaborate on what that something might be?
And they never said.
And you never did ask. 8 months! 8 months you had her on my boat. Knowing full well she could go monkey shit at the wrong word, and you never said a
I
thing.
brought her out here so they couldn't get to her.
All right, so this is herein is the thing. So 8 months was during the show, because what I was like, did that much time already pass? Jesus Christ, because that 8 months did hit me.
About the show.
Yeah, so they were alluding to the fact that was before, and then this is now.
Right. Yes.
So I have a serious question for everybody.
All right.
What is your safe word, Jared?
Well, obviously, I can't tell you, because I don't want you to ever feel safe around me.
I don't. I don't.
Good. I don't really think I have one. I mean,
I'm a man, so I don't really need one.
Yeah. Do you have one?
Daiquiri ice.
Nice. And what happens if that's said? Like, you just go to sleep?
No, it stops.
Everything stops. Got it. Yeah, totally got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It stops.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what mine would be. I mean, I know a good way to get me to stop talking during the show is to bring up the show Lost.
Dude,
so
you need to watch Lost.
Or the show Firefly.
My safe word would just be stop. Like, don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
No, that's the sexy word.
Is it all because you want to be able to say stop and then not believe you or not do it? Like,
Yeah, I think so. Maybe that's a thing.
stop it, but then they keep hitting you or whatever. I don't know what goes on.
Hitting you.
I don't know what. They keep
Jesus Christ.
anal fisting you. What is it?
Ugh.
Is that what it is? Stop anal fisting me. And
Yeah.
then, but you don't really want them to stop.
Well,
you just,
you should speak in complete sentences. Yeah, it's just
I
like
don't
stop. I don't know what you mean. Stop what? Well, your fist is in my anus.
I don't think I could do anal fisting because I would get anal fissures for sure. Like that would hurt.
Well, you're fishing wrong. That's all I'm saying.
That would sting.
I don't really have any interest in doing that or having it done to me.
No?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I like my hand to be poop free, hence the using all the toilet paper.
Yeah,
Well,
we talked about that
use
earlier.
Enema first. I don't think it's like right after.
Who's they?
Yeah, there's still remnants up there too.
Yeah,
You know, some of that shit hangs on, literally.
Very smart. Someone is talking to her.
The Odie bar?
Subliminal. It's a subliminal message, Broadwave to trigger her.
I've been seeing this code pop up all over the last few weeks. It's Alliance and it's high military. They have gone to enormous trouble to find your little friend. And found her they have. You'll know what it is you're carrying.
And founder they have.
What did you think about the Mr. Universe character?
I thought it was kind of dumb.
It's the weak link, right, in the movie?
Yeah, the Deus Ex Machina sort of the whole thing.
Yeah, it just like, I can talk to the whole. I don't know. That's just
And his weird planet.
Was he not on the show?
No.
Like I could post something to YouTube right now saying everything that he just said. No one's gonna fucking pay attention to that. There's too much out there.
No, he's not in the show.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
in the
but
show.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's something that like I think theoretically we all believe that there's some dude that can get into like any military computer system out there, and
Yeah,
you
but
know.
it's not Bernard the elf.
Oh, from the Santa Claus 2.
He has that elf magic.
That's right.
His big hit was Numbers, you guys. He was in Numbers. He was the star of the show Numbers.
Well, he was also in Dewey Cox.
But he
And,
wasn't
the
star.
Santa Claus.
Oh,
He was Star Elf.
Star manager in Dewey Cox. Surprised you didn't know that.
What's a Dewey cock?
By the
it's
way,
it's a penis that is, or actually, it's a rooster that's been out all night, and
100% water, motherfucker.
Exactly.
So I mentioned this on the Star Wars episode, but I feel like it's really easy to hide in the galaxy.
Man, I was thinking about this today. I'm like, this does kind of bother me on space movies. It's a fucking planet. They're pulling up to this planet, and they just happen upon the one place that's got the solution to everything. I mean, like, again,
Right.
it's a planet.
Well, they went after a signal that they were getting.
True, yeah. But there's a whole city of buildings. Oh, but they did follow that one signal. But
Yeah.
why was that signal even okay?
Because the
Because it
scientists
was
put it
a-
on a loop.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It was a
still
beaker or a bunker.
I feel like they could go hide on so many planets for years and never get found ever.
But they got to keep making money, so they keep flying.
It was
Yeah.
fucking genius, though, how
don't have to
they.
keep making money. They could just live off the land of some planet.
There was a subtle thing that happened in this, and I don't know if you have the clip, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. But it was super cool how when they start to escape that one time, and they release all those little barrels that have the signal on them or whatever that like shoot all in different directions so they can't be traced or
Yeah.
whatever. I was like, that's fucking brilliant.
That's cool, yeah.
And they didn't even really. It was super subtle. Like you'd have to like. You know, I mean, I'm a fucking good movie watcher. Most people would take like 2 or 3 times.
Jarrett, you watch movies so good.
I know, I'm so good at watching them.
I have a warship in deep orbit, Captain. We locked onto Serenity's pulse beacon the moment you hit Atmo. I can speak a word and send a missile to that exact location inside of 3 minutes.
You do that. You'd best make peace with your dear and fluffy lord.
Pulse beacon.
Advice from an old tracker. You want to find someone? Use your eyes.
How long do you think you can really run from us?
I never credited the Alliance with an overabundance of brains, and if you're the best they've got...
Captain Reynolds, I should tell you so that you don't waste your time. You can't make me angry.
Please spend an hour with him.
I want to resolve this like civilized men. I'm not threatening you. I'm unarmed. Good.
Exactly. That's exactly what you do. Right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, this is good. There's a scene in one of the shows where he's telling some henchmen that some guy sent after them. And he's like, now I want you to go back to your boss and tell him blah, blah, blah. And the guy goes, hell no, I'm not going to. And he just kicks him into the turbine and he dies. And he walks to the next guy and he's like, okay, I want you to go back to your boss. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go back to your boss.
Whatever. Yeah.
But it has this same kind of vibe to it. He's like, I'm not fucking around. Like, I'm a nice guy, but I'm not fucking around.
What did he throw? What was in his jacket when he said, we've got all these missiles aimed at your ship?
Just the beacon that ships have to be registered and go to different ports and stuff.
Is that what it was? I thought that it got planted on it or something like that. Like someone planted that on.
They said it got planet on it. I'm like, what?
No, I think it's just what the ship uses to go to ports and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he ripped it out, and then that's what they put on those other little things to deter them or whatever.
That's what they were tracking their missiles on.
Beacon, that's what it was.
Beacon,
yeah. So I don't like that. I like sausage, but I don't like beacon.
And what about Canadian bacon?
I like Canadian bacon, and actually, here's a new thing. I like turkey bacon.
Really?
Yeah.
Not for me.
It was Alexa.
Oh.
What's she talking about?
I don't know. I have no idea. The thing, like if you say like beer can with a British accent, it sounds like bacon in a Jamaican accent.
That's right. Bacon. Bacon. No, you got the bacon. I got a bacon.
Did you see that post when you were at the wrestling match? Shaggy was on the Grammys.
Oh no, I didn't.
I totally did a video capture of it on my phone. I'm like, Jared, I thought you were at the wrestling match.
So the other reason I wanted this scene in here is because I don't think you can really tell from the movie, but Mal and Inara have this really dynamic relationship.
You can, because he did the thing where he like looked at the photograph or whatever, and like he totally hinted to that. Like we thought that was like his
Nickelback style.
We thought that was his like, look at this photograph. We just thought it was like his dead wife at first or some shit.
Yeah, see, I mean, it was awkward. They have a really rich relationship. They fight, and then they're like, he really respects her, but she's also a whore. Like, and in the TV show, and I don't even know if you knew that she's a whore.
She's a prostitute.
I guess that because
she's
of
a companion.
What Will said, what Will will say during 5 questions. That's how I knew she was a hooker.
Yeah, so she's a they call him a companion, but she's a prostitute. But in this universe, companions are viewed as a higher class person than they are. So they actually put her on the ship to give them some status.
She's
so
a
that
high-class hooker, like fancy.
Right. Fancy. So they could get into certain planets and stuff and do their dealings.
Yeah.
So that's why she's there. So it's sort of their cover.
Got it.
And so she's a hooker, and he hates that. He's in love with her, but he hates it that she's also a hooker. And so he dogs on her, but then he'll turn right around and defend her honor and stuff. It's a really cool relationship on the show.
Yeah, I feel like they hinted enough to it to where we kind of got that. I mean, just the fact that she knew to set the flash bomb or whatever. She knew shit was about to hit the fan, And
I wish I just had flash bombs laying around.
No glitter bombs.
Yeah,
definitely glitter bombs.
Mm-hmm. Please God, no. Please God, no. Please God,
Your
no.
birthday's coming up.
Oh my God, that is the last thing I want. Oh yeah. What? There he is.
The Gick.
Coming in, Gickler. How are you, dude?
Good. Hello.
Hello.
There she
It's the
is.
stereo one.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Holy shit, we got me on the first try this time.
That's
I don't
right.
think that's ever happened.
It's a new Skype.
Well, I got this new Skype, but it took me 30 minutes to get that going. I mean, it's completely different. I have no idea what's even happening here. What's up, Chris?
Looks good, though.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I could totally hear you.
It's late.
It is late there, yeah, man. And you're not in your car, so you just don't give a shit if people are asleep or not, right?
It's a good thing it's a Tuesday.
It's so cold outside.
Hey,
it's been snowing and all sorts of things. So
I'm so excited to be
staying in the
coming
house
to your
today.
country and you complaining about that it's cold. Like, that's so awesome to be getting on an airplane coming there literally tomorrow. Yeah, and so Chris Holt, it's cold there. I see that you have the lounge kittens back behind your head. And
Yep.
Ashley C, is it cold there too? And you're repping the homemade hat?
Yes, it is very cold here. I was actually going to wear my Blue Sun t-shirt from the Firefly series, but it's a t-shirt and I'm in a house built in 1964 and it's 20 degrees and icing outside. So
Understood.
I just went with that.
Her knit cap is from Firefly.
Okay, so your hat is from Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the
from
thing.
the show, not the movie.
So see, I don't know
That's
any
Jane's
of this
hat.
stuff. I don't know any of this stuff that any of this that we're talking about. or-
Fix it.
Yeah, it's the hat that Jane gets from his mama.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Well, I went into this movie flying blind, and its usual reaction from my wife is like instantly sci-fi. She was instantly, completely just out of it. And but we powered through. We made it. But anyway, I told my band, I said, hey, we're doing this movie called Serenity, and all of them were just like, how are you going to watch that? And you won't have seen any of the stuff before that leading up to that. Like, you're going to be completely lost. And I admit I was until about the last 45 minutes, and it kind of all started making sense. And from that point on, it was.
I think Ashley watched Serenity first, right?
What? I'm having a hard time hearing Rich today. I'm sorry.
He said you watched the movie first and then Firefly.
I did. I had no idea what it was going into the movie. I was dating a guy at the time who was really into the TV show, and he was super stoked about the movie. And so he said, space pirates, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I went and saw the movie and actually really liked the movie, which is what made me go back and watch the TV show.
Gotcha. So, but I mean, as the TV show, was that like a long time ago?
2000s.
Because wasn't this movie in like the 90s?
I think it was like 2003 or something.
Oh, okay.
Right?
2005?
5? Here, I'll look.
2005 was the movie. I think 2002 was the show.
2, okay.
Gotcha.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously, Ashley, you have seen the movie before. Now, so I'm learning all of this tonight. I'm going to learn. So I didn't realize this was a series of motion pictures or there was a TV show but this is, as you said, this is something you're into. You like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And is there more movies than just this one that No. Okay. So this movie is an extension of the Firefly TV series, and that's it.
Right.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
There is a web series that was done by Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion called Con Man that is an incredibly hilarious spoof of two actors who were on a series, a sci-fi series, and one of them went on to be really famous, and the other one's like stuck doing the comic circuits and hates it. So I recommend that even if you didn't like the movie.
You know what the best sci-fi TV show of all time was? This is easy. Buck Rogers.
I was going to say Buck Rogers.
Best one ever.
Yeah.
Easy.
I posted something the other day about that.
Yeah, I loved that Aaron, what's her face, so
Aaron
much.
Gray? Aaron
Yeah.
Gray? Yeah.
I loved her.
She was.
What about Hawk?
This Twiggy.
Yeah, what about
nice
Hawk?
move, Buck.
Hawk
I don't
Man.
remember Hawk.
The Hawkman with the feathers on his head?
Oh my God, I forgot about that guy.
Right?
Rick and Morty has a funny spoof on that dude. It's hilarious.
Oh, I think you
I like
posted
that.
that on the post I did.
Birdman.
Okay, John Gickler. Do you prefer to be called John or Gickler or
The Gick?
The Gick.
John.
Okay, John.
We gave you so many opportunities to be the cool guy in the room.
I'm gonna be honest. Here's what I expected. Oh, I don't care. Just call me whatever. I fucking love it. All right. So, had you seen this movie before, John?
Yes.
And were you into it? Did you like it? Had you seen the TV show?
Yeah, I saw the TV show when it came out. I bought the TV show DVD when it came out. And then I think I saw the movie 2 or 3 times.
Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, that's Yeah, and was it a movie that did you like it initially?
Yeah, when the TV series came out, I was a real big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And so Joss Whedon had done that too. So
Jared said, he had no idea what he was saying to.
I do know what it is, and here's why.
But you don't know why he brought that up.
No, but I was using context clues. I was just about to ask you. I mean, I assume one had something to do with the other.
Assumed it.
And I know Nerf Herder didn't do the theme to this song. So I fucking put 2 and 2 together. It's not Nerf Herder. So what, it's the same creator, the guy who created Buffy? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Chris Holt, had you seen this movie before, and were you able to watch it for this run here?
Yeah, I watched it before. I did watch the film and then watch the series.
Gotcha.
And I didn't think it made that much difference, to be fair.
Well, wait a minute. That's what Ashley did. Were you the guy that Ashley was dating at the time? Or wait a minute.
Would have been better in that case.
Oh, yeah, I could have. Yeah. So you didn't think it made much difference as far as the movie is concerned, or whatever?
No, not really. And then I've watched it twice for doing this.
Holy shit, we got a fucking player this week. Now, Ashley, did you rewatch it, or are you like going with?
Absolutely.
Okay, and John, did you rewatch it, or are you being cocky?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd like to say.
Ashley was talking smack.
I was about to say, we've been talking shit for like a week on Facebook.
All right. So is everybody writing your answers down this week?
Yes, if you can see them, it's dark in my house.
Yeah,
So.
I can totally see it. Okay. All right, now here's the deal. We're here with Ashley C., Chris Holt, and John Gickler, and we are going to be playing a game called 5 Questions. It's where we ask you 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Are you all ready to play?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Question number 1, of course, is about the movie Serenity. In the movie Serenity, after the big escape happens, the voice that you hear is the guy that we hear, that we actually will go to be as, I guess, the antagonist, the bad guy, but he's not really a bad guy, right? I mean, like, maybe he is, maybe he isn't, right?
Seemed pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
How is he referred to? What do they call him?
Oh, that's a good question.
What do they call him? I can see that Ashley is not only writing quickly, but also writing smugly quick. And she is smugly. She is talking shit with her face.
It just happens. It's not on purpose.
I realized that I danced around the question trying to get. Did everybody understand who I'm talking about and what is? Okay, so I asked it in such a way, and just some of you can't think of it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to ask John Gickler. What was your answer, sir?
Yeah, I
bad guy. All right,
pretty close.
Do you know what's funny is had you taken had this challenge been happening to you a year ago, I'd have fucking took that. Rich won't let me do that anymore. All right, Chris Holt, what was your answer?
Even though I watched it twice, I have no idea.
Oh my goodness, Ashley.
I am clearly a huge nerd. It was the operative.
The operative is correct. That was a hard question, guys.
It was hard.
And it's actually only referred to a couple of times. However, if you watched it with the subtitles, it appears on there every once in a while. So, I mean, as Rich taught me, I watch all these with the subtitles on, so I come out a little bit ahead. All right. Question number 2, again, about the movie Serenity. In the movie Serenity, they are on a ship. Most of the movie takes place on this ship. What is that ship called? What is the ship called? And the captain refers to it as a boat.
That's true. He does.
Yep. All right. We go to Chris Holt first for your answer, sir.
Again, I was obviously not watching this for context, but I've gone for Firefly.
Firefly, and we'll go to Ashley C.
Serenity.
And then we go to John Gickler next.
Serenity.
Serenity is correct. 2-1-0, ladies and gentlemen.
You're on camera.
Yeah, Firefly's the type of ship.
Baby, would you please grab that arm for my iPad? I knew you were going to forget. I'm so sorry. I should have reminded you. It's in that black backpack. All right, Ashley C. Now it was indeed a bit of a difficult question. It's just the name of the fucking movie.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, it's like because you would have thought that
he was painting it on the
yeah
outside of it.
At the end of it. She was It was nice. All right, let's go to question number 3. Question number 3 will be about the movie Serenity. That's right. Even though I did watch Homeward Bound this week, I'm going to go ahead and stick to the format that we're doing, and we're going to go Serenity. All right. In the movie Serenity, the people who actually end up being far superiorly active and overindulged and almost advanced, but seem like they should be walking zombies, but they're not really that, are called what?
This may be the most on-topic 5 questions I've participated in.
Well, I'm not drinking, Ashley, so it's easy to keep me.
Not complaining. It's just new.
Yeah. I'm trying my best. Yeah. No, this one's a little bit on topic. All right. Let's go to Ashley C first for your answer.
Reavers. And
John, your answer?
Reavers.
Chris Holt. Reavers. That is right. Everybody is on the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Did everybody spell it with an A?
Thank you, baby. I did not make them spell it correctly.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. We'll now go to question number 4. Ashley is sweeping everything with a 3-point score. And then John has 2. Chris Holt has 1. All right, here we go. Going back to the quiz here that we're doing on Jarrett Goes to the Movies. It's called 5 Questions. There's so much going on in the room right now. I'm watching Sean... Silent Sean 316 fumble with my iPad stand, and then my wife's getting situated. It's just fucking awesome. All right, here we go. All right, okay. All right, okay.
Closer.
All right, guys. In the movie Serenity, let me think of a question real quick. Actually, okay, I got it. In the movie Serenity, the first scene opens with a rescue. What is the relation of the rescuer and the rescuee? What is their relation? All right, we'll go to John first. I can see you're still writing. Brother and sister, Chris Holt.
No, just the tilt.
Brother and sister, Ashley C. Brother and sister. That is right. Good job, guys. It is now 4-3-2. 4-3-2.
Yes, sir.
All right. Going in now to question number 5. This is my last question, guys, and I'm going to make it a good one.
Good job, Jared.
Thanks very much. I really appreciate that. In the movie Serenity, they go to the planet where there's lots of civilization that looks like they used to live there, but everybody seems to have passed away. Did they die from A, poisonous gas, B, not doing anything, C, a shitload of flatulence, D, C and A in this question are exactly the same thing, or E, both B and C and D?
That's pretty easy to follow.
Yeah. Should I do it again?
No.
Okay, A, poisonous gas. B, they just didn't do anything. C, flatulence. D,
A and C
are the same thing. Or E, both B and D.
Which is all of the above. Right?
All right. Let's go with Chris Holt first on this one.
I just went for A.
All right, we'll go to Ashley C.
I went with E.
E, and then John. Let's go with John here. E, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. E. Poisonous gas and flatulence, same thing. And yes, they just stopped doing stuff, which I thought was funny. Like the one guy who's like leaning up against the wall. It's like, that's just where it all stopped. You know,
right. He gave up right there.
What?
It's like, fuck it.
People just in their chairs, just like, bah, whatever. I don't
wonder
care
if anyone
anymore.
died like mid-stroke.
Had to have, right?
Yeah, right.
And then what happens? Does the evidence go away and their hand is just stuck there? You know what I mean? Like, all right. Now it is time, of course, for everybody's favorite part of 5 questions, Rich's bonus question.
Okay, guys, I've gotten a little jealous at my friend Will over here with his famous progressive games. So I'm doing an F, Marry, Kill progressive version. So here are your options: Zoe, River, Kaylee, and Inara.
Okay, I'm gonna need that repeated. I'm sorry.
You're not hearing him well this week? Okay, so he wants F, Marry, Kill, Zoe,
Progressive version of
progressive
F, Marry.
version
Yeah.
of F, Marry, Kill.
Zoe,
River,
Kaylee, and Nara.
I just watched this movie. I only know who one of those people are.
There are 4 choices and only 3 options, though.
Well, that's the game. You got to play it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm equally as confused.
Okay, that's good.
While they're writing this, I could actually like to go to a word from our sponsor, Bowling for Soup. New single Catalyst is out right now.
It was really good.
Check out the video
It was. It's not anymore.
on YouTube. And why not add the song to your Spotify playlist? All right, let's get our answers here. I believe it is Ashley C's turn to go first. Ashley, F, Marry, Kill, progressive style. You know the names. Give it to us.
I am completely confused as to what the heck Rich was going for, but F would be Zoe, because she's a badass and a very strong woman, and if we're going progressive. M would be Kaylee. And Kill would be Inara, because I would leave River the fuck alone.
Okay, that's pretty good answers, right? Okay, we'll go to John now. John?
Yeah, I think that's completely wrong.
Okay.
Probably.
All right, so you gotta fuck Inara, right? Because that's what she does.
Okay.
Bro. Marry Kaylee, kill Zoe.
Oh,
and then River?
Then what happens to River?
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
She's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, told you that bitch crazy. All right, Chris Holt, what do we got from you, buddy?
I've gone F, River, M, Zoe, Kill, Inara. Because River's going to be crazy.
Okay.
Nobody wants to fuck with
He
her.
wants to fuck the crazy chick.
River's going to be crazy. I'm going for it.
Yeah, right?
That's fair logic.
Okay, so, Rich, what was the actual answer?
Okay, so I'm not as versed on progressivism as Will is, so I actually had to look this up.
Yep.
Okay.
I went to thinkprogress.org. There's an actual chart there.
My God, you learned something?
Yeah. And so there's actually 2 different answers. So for the guys, there's an answer, and then for Ashley, there's an answer. So for the guys have to kill themselves, and they let the girls marry and fuck whomever they want. That's their answer.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then Ashley can kill anyone except Zoe, and then whoever is left, she can marry or fuck. Doesn't matter. That's the answer.
Okay, all right.
But since Ashley is a woman, she actually gets it right. The guys automatically get it wrong.
Right, okay.
So we're good. There
Oh,
you
my
go.
goodness.
So a point to Ashley.
Well, that means Ashley has swept all 6 questions,
Nice.
meaning that in first place is Ashley, second place is John, and in third place, Chris. Now, as you guys know, on our game here, you go into the next phase. That means Chris has all of the power here. Chris will now answer one of Will's super hard questions, and if he gets this right, he wins. If he misses this, John will get to pick a question. If he gets it right, he wins. If he misses that, Ashley C will remain in the lead and will go down as a winner yet again in her amazing career here.
With a chance at 7 points?
That's right. With a chance at 7 points.
Okay.
All right. So, Will, let's hear the categories.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, the twist here is they're really hard questions, but one of them actually isn't very hard. So you might pick the easy one and get off easy. The categories are science, animals, movies, sports, or sex.
We'll go with movies.
Okay. In the movie Serenity, Mal's birthday is briefly shown when they show his alliance file. What is it?
I'll just take a guess. The 17th of February.
No, I'm sorry. It's actually September 20th, 2468, which would make him 450 years in the future. And when Firefly takes place, it's in 2517, the TV show, which makes him 49.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
That is pretty hard.
That was a tough question. All right.
Math and...
yeah, Jesus Christ. I feel like my head would have exploded. It'd been like exactly the opposite of what happened to those people on that planet Amanda or whatever the fuck. All right, we'll go to John Gickler now. You can pick a category. Do you need him to repeat the remaining categories?
No, I don't think so. Let's do sex.
All right.
Going sex. Let's do sex.
In the movie Serenity, who is motivated to fight and live by the allure of sex?
I think I know this.
I think I do too.
I guess I will go with Inara.
Oh, it's the Reavers.
No, this was the easy question.
Damn it!
It was Kaylee.
It was Kaylee.
That's the easy question.
Oh, because at the end, and at the end, she was like, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, that you have it here. That means that Ashley is our winner and now has the chance to score the elusive 7."
Oh yeah!
All right,
here we go.
Thanks, Chris. Let's go with animals.
All right. Name the animal in the Fruit OT bar commercial.
Name the animal in the Fruit OT bar commercial.
She's got this.
Octopus.
It is an octopus.
What is a fruit?
She got 7. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It never happens. Ashley C, with a score of 7, has swept the boys and has once again shown all of the rest of the nerds in the world who is boss.
Progressivism.
Progressivism. You guys are the best. We're going to go do a podcast about Serenity. Thank you so very much for your support, being a part of our game, and your patience with us starting today. Chris, sorry about that, man. Sorry to keep you waiting. A little bit of technical difficulties, as always.
What's on his thing?
And yes.
Loser.
That is right. You're not a loser, but you didn't win, so you are a loser. Hey, y'all have a fantastic rest of the week, and stay safe out there, all right?
Have a good one.
All right, bye, y'all. See ya.
Thanks.
No offense, Doc. I think it's noble as a grape the way you look to River, but she ain't my sister and she ain't your crew. Oh, and neither is she exactly helpless. So where's it writ that we gotta lay down our lives for her, which is what you steered us toward?
I didn't start this.
No, that's right. The Alliance starts the war, and then you volunteer. Battle of Serenity, Mal. Besides Zoe here, how many... Hey, I'm talking at you! How many men in your platoon came out of there alive?
You want to leave this room?
Damn right I do.
So they kind of explore that a little bit too, the whole battle of Serenity.
Got it.
On the show.
He, so he's been with Zoe for a long time.
Yeah.
They fought in the war together.
Yeah, they were in the war together, and apparently they lost a lot of men.
Mm-hmm. The very last battle that they fought in where the Alliance wins and they have to surrender is the Battle of Serenity Valley.
Got it.
And that's why the ship's name is Serenity.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because a lot of people died.
And the episode that they talk about that's the 2-parter Serenity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
it's the first episode.
Well, okay. So the thing around that is Fox, aired this show,
fucking Fox,
didn't think people would like the first episode, which was a 2-parter. So they aired the Train Job first,
which is the 3rd episode.
Which is the 3rd.
So they showed the first episode was the 3rd episode, and then they put the first 2 episodes like in the middle of the fucking season.
I saw a movie called The Train Job.
It's
once.
exactly
totally
like
different.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
basically is what you're saying. Exactly.
But then they're like, why don't people like this show? We'll fucking cancel it and bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They screwed it
Well-
up.
They screwed it up big time.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like he'll never get over Macho Grande. You know?
Is that from Airplane?
Yeah. So we lost him over Macho Grande. No, I'm afraid I'll never get over Macho Grande.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10, or 11. It's the Richter scale again.
Build a Girl Edition.
Yeah.
Hair, Anara, 10. Eyes, River, 8. There weren't any blue eyes in here. I prefer blue eyes. Nose, River, 10. Mouth, Zoe, 10. Face, Kaylee. You know, the rest of the face. Kaylee, 10. Arms, Zoe, 10. She's ripped. Boobs, Kaylee, 7. There really wasn't any great boobs in here, but she had pretty decent boobs. 7.
What about Nara?
Waist, no, Anara's not. She barely has any. Waist, Anara, 10. Ass, Zoe, 10. Actually, I probably should have given her 11. Legs, Anara, 10. Overall, I give Anara, again, a 10, and then that's a 9.5.
For your Build-A-Bear edition.
For my Build-A-Girl edition,
Nice.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some attractive ladies in this.
Yeah,
it's
they're
good.
all hot. All of
I
them.
don't really see it for the River Girl.
Really?
Yeah, I
She's
don't. I don't get it.
Strangely hot. She's kind of has that exotic hot look to her.
So she started out as a professionally trained ballerina dancer.
She seemed like I could see that because of
And
her
the only reason
build.
why she didn't continue it is because she broke her toe or something. So she went into acting.
Wow.
And
Right.
she used
For her.
a lot of her dance moves in the
Yeah,
fight
she did.
scenes.
That's really similar to my life story.
Maybe you should get the karate girl that chopped her toe off at your house to go into acting.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that makes
she
sense.
lost a toe.
There's a pathway she could follow.
Right there. There you go. Just get, and then you could
It's a template.
You could ask her the Not Your Girlfriend's quiz where you say, "What restaurant is it you want to work at?"
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh shit!
To little kids.
So you don't ever want to make money?
God damn it, Rich.
I do. If I have to.
Why? Do you even know why they send you?
It's not my place to ask. I believe in something greater than myself. A better world. A world without sin.
So me and mine gotta lay down and die so you can live in your better world?
I'm not going to live there. There's no place for me there, any more than there is for you. Malcolm, I'm a monster. What I do is evil. I have no illusions about it, but it must be done.
Keep talking. You're not getting the location trace off this wave.
And every minute you keep River Tam from me, more people will die.
You think I care?
Of course you care. You're not a Reaver, Mal. You're a human man, and you will never understand how...
Yeah, turn that shit off.
Yeah, just get rid of him. It's
I don't buy this guy's motivation though.
No.
Like, why is he? What's in it for him?
He's getting paid. He's hired.
He's a fanatic. He's just some weird fanatic in their idealism.
Religious,
Yeah.
almost. Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, but he's assigned this thing, and that's his job, and that's what he's doing, right?
But you think? Oh, so you're
Oh,
just thinking it's money?
it's more fanatical. You're right.
Like
there.
some High Sparrow shit from Game of Thrones. You know
Don't
what I
they?
mean?
Yeah,
Those
don't.
guys?
Yeah, they alluded to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah, he is. That's just his role in that whole thing. What a crazy situation, to where like they just programming and deprogramming and programming and deprogramming people.
So when he says I'm not going to live there, does he mean everywhere? He's just not going to live?
No, he's
once
not going to live
done?
in that world. There's other places to live, but just not where human beings are.
Yeah, he's going to like Cincinnati.
This
Yeah.
stupid, this utopia that he thinks he's helping create.
Okay, but it is one place?
I would have totally went
Oh.
Detroit, but fucking funny.
Did you
Thank you for
guess,
the comical critique.
Did you guess that he got the idea to actually pretend to be a Reaver here, or did it take a while?
No, right when he said get the red paint,
Oh yeah,
I knew.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I thought it was because did you notice that they took? I didn't even know if you guys would have noticed, but they took like the dead kids and stuff,
strapped them on
from the planet and like strapped them onto their ship, so
Yeah.
it looked like they were just carrying dead people, which they were, but they basically used them as camouflage.
Yeah.
So they essentially like.
They're like Shaun of the Dead did to them.
Don't know if I know that reference.
They just walked around like acting like zombies.
Oh yeah, they just acted like zombies.
The Walking Dead does that too.
That's a perfect analysis, Casey.
Yeah, they did that on the other day on PJ Masks. Catboy and Owlette.
Rich has no fucking idea.
They were getting made into zombie by Night Ninja.
Night Ninja's a real
Night Ninja would bounce these balls around, and if they hit you, you turned into a zombie, and you had to go to the town center to hear him speak. So what they did was they acted like they were zombies. They weren't. And then they caught the balls in a trash can, and he hit them with a fucking tennis racket, and he hit Night Ninja, and then they broke the spell. So same fucking thing.
It's exactly like that.
Exactly.
It's exactly
I feel
like
like
that.
every time he watches that show, it's like the same episode. How are you getting like different episodes?
I'm actually not even sure which one came first. Now that you say that,
You can't. Do you just start it on the
No, it's just on TV.
Yeah, they do. I mean, there's only one season.
Apparently there's only one Vampirina episode right now.
Yeah, there's one Vampirina and one PJ Masks, and that's it. And those are now playing instead of the one Paw Patrol that was out for a while.
It's interesting.
And Puppy Pals.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
All the parents with kids are going, yes,
exactly.
Yes! No, there's people at home that fucking understand what we're saying.
Believe me, this is interesting. We're doing just
So,
fine.
Rich, do you remember in Lost where?
Hey, speaking of Lost,
yeah,
Night Ninja lost
the lads,
the battle.
The dudes were talking about this at rehearsal the other day.
because they've all seen it.
Yeah, but apparently some information as to like what actually happened and blah 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 leaked or whatever, and they confirmed it. Like basically like it's out there. This is what was happening the whole time. No,
Okay. I'll go Google it.
yeah, no like draw your own conclusion anymore. And it has everything to do with the bald guy.
Got it.
Yeah, so
Lock. Okay, I'll go look for
okay, so there you go.
it. Chat room. Google.
You're fucking welcome.
Well, it works. The people here stopped fighting. And then they stopped everything else. They stopped going to work. They stopped breeding, talking, eating. There's 30 million people here, and they all just let themselves die. I have to be quick. About 0.1% of the population had the opposite reaction to the pacts. Their aggressor response increased beyond madness. They have become... well, they've killed most of us. And not just killed. They've done things.
Reavers. They made them.
All right,
I'm just a little concerned, and I didn't realize it till just now. I quit working, and I quit breeding. So what the fuck is about to happen to me? Now, if I could just quit eating, shit would get before.
You better keep fucking cleaning the house.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, y'all been to our house, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're in our house.
All right, Will, I got a question.
Okay, ants.
What was your thoughts on them midichlorianing the Reavers?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Because they had an episode where
they sort of
a survivor turned into a Reaver.
Right. It wasn't from
What caused that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was more of a madness type of thing.
I didn't know what it was, but it.
Well,
yeah.
they said it eats whatever. I can't remember the episode exactly, but it eats at you, and then all of a sudden you just start becoming this thing that and it was sort of contagious, right? So when
More
someone
of like a 28 weeks later zombie.
The only thing I could think of is that whatever happened on Miranda caused like some sort of viral-y type response, and you can catch it. Maybe I don't know because.
Yeah,
they have to keep making more of these things or they'd fucking die off.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't crazy about them George Lucas explaining it
Yeah.
like that either as well.
Well, here's what I think.
They're basically an army of Hannibal Lecters.
Yeah.
These dudes?
Yeah.
Only they, like...
Only they're not, like...
Yeah, but Hannibal Lecter isn't
Yeah,
rapey.
he's the best.
No. I guess they didn't really touch on it in the movie. In the show, they, like, pull your skin off and, like...
They self-mutilate and, you know.
Yeah, they put it all over you and stuff.
Yeah, but he was, like, brilliant. You can't, like,
Yeah.
call a bunch of rapey zombies Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like
I take it back.
He's like the sickest dude in the world, but you just love
Like
him.
hills have eyes, you know what I mean? Like
Have you ever?
He wouldn't eat me.
Did you
I mean-
watch the show Hannibal?
No.
The TV show.
I did a little bit.
The first episode will grab you, but the Hannibal in that show is fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the guy that made the Death Star in Rogue One is Hannibal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Hannibal Buress?
Yes.
The
It's
comedian?
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Just so funny.
He's so funny.
Fucking and murder is
Except
funny.
to Bill Cosby. He's not
Yeah.
funny to Bill Cosby.
No, Bill Cosby, does not
think he's
he
funny.
does not think he's funny at all.
No.
We're reading activity in the cloud.
Lock on fire on my command. You should have let me see her, Captain. We should have done this as men, not with fire.
Sir.
Vessel in range. Lock on. Bastard's not even changing course.
He's all cocky. Oh boy.
Sir?
Target the Reavers. Target the Reavers. Target everyone. Somebody fire!
I thought this was brilliant.
Yeah, this was a good scene.
But why weren't the Reavers firing?
I don't know.
I mean, because they're literally and they're all chasing him at once. I mean, I just
Well,
it was
I think they like to board and take the people and
Yeah,
stuff.
they need to make more Reavers, so
Yeah.
they want where they want people.
Yeah,
They need
I
to.
think that's it.
They want to fucking kill.
right.
I just
in
want to
that
know
order.
why. Did you guys notice all the scarring on his forehead? He has a lot of scarring, like all across his forehead.
Who?
I think that was just his complexion.
The bad guy.
I don't think that's.
I don't
what
think
that
that's
was.
a complexion. I think it was scars.
I don't think so. I think it was like
Maybe
he
he was a Reaver.
He just had some.
I just didn't know if it was makeup or if it was the actor just has all those scars on his face. I didn't go look him up or anything.
I think that's.
Could have.
I think he
Chat
just,
room, look him up.
I
Scars.
think he just has some. He needs some retin-A or some shit. Like it just looks like he had some pimples.
I don't know. He seemed a little dramatic in the scene. I didn't like it. It got very like theater actory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his reaction was a little bit.
Did
You're
you
right.
ever watch,
But I definitely loved the scene itself with them popping out of the cloud. However,
yeah, that part was cool.
you can totally get to a planet from like all sides.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to go to that one spot where they were just happened to be. That's what
I
bothers me.
always think about in Star Wars.
In Star Wars,
yeah.
where they're the blockade on the first
No, let's just go this way. and go out the
episode
other way.
one. Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on. That's not how planets work.
Casey, you were going to make a comment, but
I'm sorry.
Rich rudely interrupted you.
No idea. Gone forever.
Clip.
I saved her.
Clip.
Mel. Guy killed me, Mel. He killed me with a sword. How weird is that? I got a short span here. They destroyed my equipment, but I have a backup unit. Bottom of the complex, right over the generator. Hard to get to. I know they missed it. They can't stop the signal now. They can never stop the signal.
I love that he put the message in the robot.
Yeah, it's
That was
genius.
cool. I have a question though, a serious question.
Yeah.
Would you have sex with a sex robot? And is it cheating?
Well, does it have a juicy vagina? Sorry.
Let's just say it's
no.
Let's
No.
just say it's an
Just
AI robot with a fleshlight down there.
A fleshlight?
Oh my
It's
god.
a flashlight, but you Okay, I was gonna make a. I didn't want to say it because it was a Zach and Miri make a porno
I feel like we've talked
reference.
about this. Have we talked about this?
Yeah.
The fleshlight? I don't remember.
It's like a vagina, but it's the shape of a flashlight, and you just have sex.
It's literally, yeah. And you just.
Yeah, so it's the same motion as far as like
But I was
your.
gonna quote a Zach and Miri like line, but then I was like, people aren't gonna know what I'm talking about. And it's just gonna sound really weird, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Well, my answer is no.
And is
It's
it
not cheating? Great.
No,
I
mean,
saw that
wouldn't-
coming.
Yeah, it's not.
I think Jarrett 100% would.
Okay.
Okay,
And I don't
and
think I'd be happy about it.
you
Really?
wouldn't?
No, you can't have sex with a sex robot.
Why
It's
not?
like a whole person. You want to fuck a flashlight? Like, have at it.
Well, okay, so let me ask you a question. How is that different than like sitting on your hand for half an hour and then like the opposite hand that you use, like
Eyes.
So like if you're right-handed, you
Oh.
like sit on your left hand
So
until it gets numb,
blindfold it,
and then masturbate with it, but you can't tell it's your hand anymore.
Yeah, it's called The
Right.
Stranger.
Yeah, first of all, that doesn't work.
Is that
Yeah.
I've
cheating?
tried it
Yeah, it's stranger
No.
when
danger.
I was 14.
So why can't you hump a robot? What's the difference?
I don't know.
Is it because she also washes your dishes
Because she
later?
can't get stretch marks, and I think that's a dick move.
Does she though? Like, can it do chores?
Hey,
I
wait.
would imagine.
I might reconsider if
yeah,
she does watch our
exactly.
dishes.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Whatever you got to do, babe.
let's-
Can she watch our kids and
Yeah,
fucking...
let's be honest. We've considered her sister wife. You know what I mean?
told him,
It's
I'm
like,
like-
if we had one that would just do some of these fucking chores.
Yeah, I want her to have her own house, but I
Oh,
could probably
wow.
compromise.
All right, so he was in a car crash when he was 11. His father died, and he was left with lifelong scars.
Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
you, chat
damn.
room. That was Chris
Yeah.
Holt.
Holy crap. Yeah, tell Chris Holt to
go
go
to
to bed.
sleep. Jesus.
Jesus Christ. It's 4:00 in the morning. Yeah, that sucks, man. It sucks for that dude.
Lucy Murray wants to know where the line is between a robot and a fleshlight. I don't actually know.
You said eyes a second ago. Is it
I know.
eyes?
I don't know. I think it gets creepy.
Because I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, as far as
It's not
girls
that
are
it's cheating,
concerned,
it just
I mean,
gets creepy.
there
Okay,
are
what if
some-
it's
there are
what
some-
if it's a sex doll that doesn't
No,
talk?
like, even
hold
like
on.
those, like it's like a fleshlight, but it has a butt attached to it.
Yeah.
That's creepy. I don't know.
There are some pretty elaborate
No, they've got full on
women. Hold on.
dolls.
There are some elaborate toys that women use that, I mean, it looks like a dick. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's the
with
same.
bunny
it's-
rabbit
Yeah, so
ears
is a
and something for
fleshlight.
the butt.
A flashlight doesn't necessarily look like a vagina.
They literally look like vaginas.
Oh,
They
okay,
can.
but whatever.
Literally, a dildo that's motorized that's a fucking sex robot.
That's a sex robot.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
totally
Sex
agree.
But it's not.
robot.
It's not a because they
That's-
have like a giant man with a penis, and you like get like that's crazy.
You like climb on top of it and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Simian.
would actually.
Having sex with a dead man.
I don't think I would think. I mean, I would like if I would totally like try a fleshlight like on a dare or some shit, but like
Try a
What
flashlight?
kind of
That's
truth
not
or
a-
dare are you playing?
Jared, I
Why do
dare
you
you
need
to
a
try
Why
a
do you need a
fleshlight.
dare for a flashlight?
I just mean I'm not going to go shopping for one or anything. I mean,
don't
if it,
shop
if it-
for it, you fucking order it online.
Yeah, now
What-
everything you can get at Groupons.
what I'm saying is, if it wound up on the tour bus and people were like, "All right,
Wound up-
who's
no,
gonna
that's when you
gonna
don't do it.
who's gonna go back there and fuck that thing?" I'd probably fuck it.
No, it wound up on the tour bus that you absolutely do not touch it.
Yeah,
If you
I
bring
mean-
back fleshlight herpes, I'm gonna be pissed.
What if you realize
How'd
that
you get
it's-
herpes off from a
What if you realize
fleshlight?
that it's wet after you've gotten into it?
Well, see, you guys are totally like all of your tangents. You're all saying exactly the same
Yeah,
shit.
I feel like it'd have to be.
But no, I'm saying it would be like new in the package.
Oh,
Stranger Things have shown. I mean, things show up. I mean,
So
people
wait, it's
bring
new
like
in the
boxes.
package.
Yeah.
You're gonna unwrap it, have sex with it. Some poor guy that ordered it for fucking $69.99 now has to use a used fleshlight because that's all he had.
Hey,
I
Jared.
don't think you can return
Jared.
it.
No, again, you're
I know-
still on the same bit. You're
Jared.
doing the same bit that all three of you guys have been doing the whole
Uh,
time. I'm saying that somebody brings like a box of shit like that, and that ends up being
I would
in
like
there
to
or
know
whatever.
who it is that brought those on the tour.
Happens all the time. We get
Jared.
like boxes of porn and stuff.
I know it's totally hypothetical, but bring batteries because you don't fucking know.
Right. Because you don't know if it's battery operated or not.
Yeah, I mean, make
don't
sure
know
you
what's
have
gonna show
just
up.
make sure you have some extra batteries. That's all. I'm
Okay. Yeah, I don't understand that. But
saying. In case it happens.
right. Do you like finish up inside there and stuff? And then you just wash it off.
I mean, I
right?
think it's up to you.
I'm pretty sure it's your choice. It doesn't.
right.
You know,
Does it come with a
You
detect?
can.
Like
You can
Is
drain
there-
it's
it.
all consensual. It's a flashlight.
Oh, there's a drain.
can you order like a face as an accessory?
no, you can't
Oh,
get
that's
a face. You're
No,
a
yeah,
robot.
no. You can
Now
get
it's
the
a
ones
sex
that look like a
robot.
mouth. It can look like a mouth, a butt, or a vagina.
Can it look like a belly
Or it
button?
has a vagina and a butt. You can flip it around.
Yeah.
I've seen those. Like you set it on the
And you can get them
nightstand or
on
whatever.
group on the nightstand.
Get it on
I don't know where
Groupon.
the fuck you set that.
She's throwing hints
I've
like
gone
crazy.
through-
Go to Groupon and get one.
I've gone through a lot of Pinterest pages, and I've never seen a nightstand decor that
Right.
was anything
Interesting.
like that.
Well, if you're coming out to the to any of our tours coming up and you want to bring us a fleshlight, we'll just bring it on. We'll see what happens.
I thought you were going to stop there. We'll just fucking. All right, sorry.
Woo.
Let's talk about this for 5 more minutes.
You shot me in the back. I haven't made you angry, have I?
There are a lot of innocent people in the air being killed right now.
You have no idea how true that is. I know the secret. The truth that burned up Riverchan's brain. The rest of the verse is gonna know it too. Because they need to.
The verse.
Do you really believe that?
I do.
You willing to die for that belief?
I am. Of course, that ain't exactly plan A.
He's a badass.
Yeah. Was he blocking bullets with his hands? That's what it
There
looked
was
like.
something going on.
He
Yeah,
had
it was
some
like
armor or
that.
something.
It's like Wonder Woman and shit.
I know.
Just like ding, ding, ding.
It's racist.
What?
Nothing. I didn't say.
I never saw the movie Wonder Woman, but I like that Linda Carter
You
show
have it?
that was on.
Do we have it on our list?
I own it on
No.
Amazon if you want to come over and watch. We'll have make some popcorn and have some cocoa.
We could do that.
We might watch it at the end of the year. I think Aquaman's coming out. We might watch it then or something.
Yeah, because there's no prequel to Aquaman, right?
You've got to. You just have to look at the freaking like comment
Well, I mean, the,
section right now.
Oh.
They're still going on about the fleshlights, and
Oh.
it's ridiculous.
See? You're all trying to get off those.
Aquaman's in the last.
I wasn't
Justice
trying to
League
get off it. I just was trying to get us on to to expand on that. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
movie. But you'd give the fleshlight a fuck?
Yeah, she would. If it was on the bus.
I think
only.
they might be dishwasher safe.
I think that might be true. Actually,
I'm sure they are. They have special cleaning stuff for all of like any toys.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But I don't know about something that's like I don't know inverted.
I mean, don't put your glasses
You probably
in there
have
also.
to use the dishwasher.
just fist it out.
Why can't you just spray? I guess you can't. I mean, water pick.
Mm.
You just got a water pick. We're good.
Just put your thumb
Do
over
not
the,
touch
the
my
hose.
water pick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's sanitized.
That's what we're gonna do.
Right.
Those
You
are
just
for my
put your
shiny
thumb
white
over the
teeth.
hose and squirt it.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Sanitize, schmanitize. What not?
I prefer hand towels. Thanks.
Brown ones.
It really doesn't matter.
Oh, I meant to tell you this.
I'm gonna make you a personalized butt hand towel.
That would be so awesome.
I was sick the other day. As you guys know, I took a bath. I sent you guys a photo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I use a washcloth in the bathtub, and I wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
So
that's when it gets clean. Certainly isn't
What?
getting clean with you.
No,
popping-
he uses
popping
like
your butt up.
high-powered jet action.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen it.
guys know. I've told you this before. I like aim it right up. I get
It's like in there.
It's a super powered bidet.
I've done the math. The things way up here. You can't tilt your butt enough to get.
Yeah, you can.
I have witnessed it, and I'm not a liar.
I can do it.
It's not. It's
There's
not.
like a noise. You just know it's hitting right there.
It's
I'm
like
like brushing my
bending
teeth.
over.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
I can 100% do it in my
You can
shower.
hear when the shower like turns to like from like to like.
Yeah.
Is it like this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's it.
Yep.
That's
And it's
fun.
just like it's like it's like that game at the fair where you shoot the clown's mouth with the water and blow up the balloon. Whoever pops first wins the prize or whatever.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jarrett.
Jarrett would
Yeah.
win that game.
Jarrett, do you pop first?
I do. I have the cleanest butthole in 4 counties.
I don't know.
You said I did.
Oh, that's true. You take a lot of baths. And you're just sitting in just the clean. It's good. Yeah, good job.
Did
Oh,
you know
shit.
they have Logitech keyboards 500 years from now?
No, I didn't.
Oh, on the thing. Yeah.
On the computer, we key after he wins. Is that the? Did I already go too far?
Fuck.
No, willing to die for that. Okay, yeah. So he they get in a fight, and he goes and starts trying to put it all in, and it's like a Logitech keyboard
from 2005.
Yeah, from like now.
Yeah, I
it
mean,
wasn't even trying to be
Rich,
like
it's 2018. It's not 2005.
Yeah, it's not like it's a fucking rotary phone.
Oh, fuck.
You should know there's no shame in this.
There's tons of shame in that, right?
You've done remarkable things. But you're fighting a war you've already lost.
The worst. Throat punch.
Yeah, well, I'm known for that.
Oof. Adjustment.
Piece of shrapnel tore up that nerve cluster my first tour. Had it moved.
Had it moved.
I'm sorry about the throat. I want to say your famous last words right now. Just one trouble. I ain't gonna kill you.
That was badass.
Yeah, what was that move though? His backbreaker move thing?
Yeah, I didn't know if he was breaking his back or if he was like dislocating his shoulders.
And why did he kill him? I would have killed him.
I mean, he tried to kill him several times in this movie.
Right.
Yeah, why not just shoot him in the
I
face?
think it was because at this point he realized what a fanatic was, and he wanted to like break him with this information.
And he did.
But why? There's no reason to want to break him. Just fucking kill him so he doesn't kill
So
you
here's-
5 minutes later.
Here's my biggest problem, jumping ahead. At the end of the movie, his back's fine. He's talking to him. Does Mao forget that he fucking murdered his friend and all the little kids on this
Right.
planet? And he's like,
Say,
yeah,
you guys,
fucking
yeah.
don't.
But
I
he
better not
tells
see
him,
you again.
yeah, he says, if I see you again, I'm going to kill you. And he's just like, well, you won't. I mean,
But he's
Yeah, I
seeing-
didn't need that scene.
He's seeing him right then. He should fucking.
I would have rather they killed him right there and not had that scene. But whatever.
maybe they were planning on a sequel.
They were, but they did the Avengers instead.
Ah.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon was going to do a sequel to this, but they did the Avengers instead.
Right.
And the reason why they killed off the two characters is because they couldn't. The movie studio wanted them to sign a 2-movie deal, but they couldn't sign. Those two characters couldn't sign the deal. So Joss Whedon figured out a way to write them out, so they didn't have to do a 2-movie deal.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
And that if they were going to do a second movie or bring the show back, he was going to make it so Walsh was coming back and figure out a way to make it work.
Okay. Interesting. Well, that was a big, huge, like, death punch.
Oh, yeah. When
in
they
the
kill
gut.
Walsh, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody loved him on the show.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like he was lovable even here, you know.
Yep.
And this is the first we were seeing of him. I liked him. I'm gonna miss that guy.
We solved lava lamps. Chat room's going crazy right now.
Gotta take a look.
Love. You can learn all the math in the verse. You take a boat in the air that you don't love, she'll shake you off just as sure as a turn in the world. Love keeps her in the air when she ought to fall down. Tells you she's hurting before she keens. Makes her home.
Storm's getting worse.
We'll pass through it soon enough.
What was that?
Okay, by
shrapnel.
this point in the movie, I had no idea what happened at all. But I liked that scene. I thought it was cute. The whole like, but I like to hear you say it. Let's forget
Yeah.
that I'm a sociopathic robot who will kill you later.
Well, she was normal. Like once they discovered the shit they were supposed to discover, all of
I
she
don't
was
know.
just
Words
she
get
was-
said. She's gonna
she's
freaking
like,
snap
I'm
one day."
okay. It's fine. I'm normal now.
So literally at the end of this movie, she is Buffy the Reaver Slayer, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the things and the
Yeah,
blades
yeah,
and the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That
I'm a
did
Sarah
happen.
Michelle Gellar Buffy era. I don't know what you guys are.
What other era was there? Christy
The movie.
Swanson?
The my guidance counselor's daughter era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Christy Swanson's mom was my guidance counselor in high school.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I really did. I liked it. You know, I thought this was a cool movie. I mean, you guys talked a lot about the television show during this podcast, so obviously that would have probably added to my enjoyment had I seen that first. I mean, but, you know, I thought it stood alone just fine.
Yeah, I mean, it took us 4 weeks to watch it, and I'm glad we're done.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I thought there was good funny parts in it. Some cool karate shit. Good story. Zombies who weren't really zombies.
We are going to miss a week. We should probably tell people that.
Cool. Yeah, so with me being super sick, scheduling stuff, we actually were trying to get 2 episodes done before I left for the UK, and we did not make that happen. So we will have a week of reruns or whatever it is. You know, I still think y'all should just say fuck it and do a show without me.
Y'all can figure out the thing.
I think y'all should do it. Sean knows how to literally do everything now.
Or y'all don't come. I'll put some, push some buttons and just make a Casey show.
Just see what happens.
Yeah.
Rich would talk. He'd talk a whole bunch, and then he'd say "will," and I'd be like, "Mm-hmm."
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "Jesus Christ, Rich."
We could just go, what do you think Jarrett would say to this?
Well, either way, whatever happens, I'll be on tour, but we will be back very soon. I mean, I'm only gone 10 days, but just the way that it played out with scheduling, things like that. Then we're going to have Sean. He's going to be moving house. We're going to miss him for a couple episodes. So, you know, a little bit of some shit going on. I'm excited to get there, though, get back, get some of these new Patreon updates up and going. Rich and I will finally get to finish the song, which we hope will be our new theme song as well. And just lots going on.
Yeah.
Lots of great, cool shit. Thank you, everybody, for being such amazing supporters of our show. I want to thank, before we get to the mailbag, by the way, the show's not over. We do have some mailbag to get to, but I do want to thank you for sharing. If your name is not on here, it's because we missed it. Danny Stuckey, Jake Bradford, Ryan Price, Person Carr. Hey, write in and tell us about yourself and how to pronounce your name. I think
Aren't
I'm
you
doing it
interested? Right. He lives in like Norway or Sweden or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let us check it. I mean, but
he shares every week, and we don't know
usually
anything about him.
They usually speak really good English there.
Yeah, that I think in their business they have to speak English.
Got
or
it.
Something.
Sean Umbeck, Mitch Bergeron, Simon Rogers, Chris Pulse, Kristen Evans, Jared Spear, Angie Thorin, Austin Mark Graff, Ray Jimenez, Joey Bishop, Wendy Croft, Miss Wendy. You know, she was like on every week for like a month, and then we haven't seen her.
heard from her in a while.
She's on the next one.
She sent me a nice text the other day when I wasn't feeling good, and she's lovely. Nigel Watson, Barry Ferguson, Rodon James, Mark Ryan, and Fiona Freeman. Thanks for sharing. And
it was Wendy's birthday too.
Happy birthday, happy late birthday, Wendy. Yay. Hey, if you are if you want to hear your name on the show, just share our posts.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Our very own Nigel Watson writes, just want to say thanks for being so amazing. You guys are helping through the toughest few months of my life. Being part of the podcast keeps me sane. Can I just give a shout out to Rod and James, Chris Holt, Fiona Freeman, Wendy Kay, who all messaged me over the last week. You guys are amazing. And Jared and Rich are both right. I am now single, so come hit me up. And he says, is that how you say come say hi in America? It would be so nice to share my passion of Bowling for Soup and Jared Goes to Movies with someone special. I promise I won't rich to scale you and give your boobs a 2. Wah, wah.
You know, it's funny. It's like, you know, so many of our supporters become friends and we everybody's just constantly talking back and forth or whatever, and then with the Bowling for Soup fan network and all of that stuff,
the whole community,
we tend to it's just all this amazing community, and so it sucks that Nigel's, you know, going through some changes in his life, both in his relationship and with his job and stuff like that, but you know, it's cool to be able to be there for him, send him some whats and some whoop whoops, and hopefully he gets some some stuff on the
and Groupon
on
in
Groupon.
A very respectful way, though. Right?
Hey Nigel, they do have Groupon in the UK.
Call her the next day.
Yeah, Yeah, don't be an asshole.
Pay
You
for
can
the-
text.
pay for the Uber.
You can text
Whatever.
now. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
Definitely
train.
pay for the Uber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would pay for the Uber.
I believe that about you.
Thanks. Jake Bradford writes, "Hi, Jarrett, Rich, Casey, Will," and I'll throw in Sean, but
but he didn't put that.
No, he didn't put Sean. It's been everyone include Sean now. He's part of the team. Yeah, it was just silent.
Can we do like a stick figure like on the T-shirt, just like with like an arrow?
Write him in.
Sean.
Let's
not
write
even,
him into the shirt.
Let's not give him like a badass character. Let's just do like Sean.
It's been a while since I have written and wanted to give you guys an update of what has been going on with me in the Army. This is Jake Bradford. Okay.
Absolutely.
I think the last time I wrote an email was shortly after returning home from Afghanistan over a year ago now, and hopefully the Afghanistan deployment isn't the only way you identify me, since it has been just a short snippet of my Army career so far. Since then, I have been going about my normal Army garrison duties on Fort Carson, Colorado. Nothing really exciting to report to you guys, thus my lack of emails. But the excitement started again last Friday. On Friday, I received a phone call saying that I had been accepted into Syracuse University's graduate school.
Nice.
The Army will be sending me to Syracuse as a full-time grad student beginning this May. I will be a full-time student while on active duty. It is a great opportunity. The Army fully funds this dual master's degree program, Master of Business Administration and Executive Master of Public Administration, for 14 months. After graduation, I'll be sent back to an active unit to utilize the education that I received. My family and I are very excited to move on to the next phase of our lives. While we will miss Colorado, I'm sure we will enjoy our brief time in New York. Of course, I will still be listening to your podcast. I am sure that it will keep me company on many days, long nights studying in the library. I hope you are all doing well. Thanks for all the fun listening, and keep up the good work. You guys are awesome. You're Fred and Jake Bradford.
When I was studying,
awesome.
when I studied, I couldn't listen to anything, not even music. Like I had to have total silence.
I had to have music, but it had to be like music I didn't know.
Like soft classical.
Like I'd find like a jazz thing or
Yeah, man. I would
something
go.
random.
They had these like little closet rooms at the library at my college, and I would like drive from my house to there just so I could go there and have literally complete silence.
I'd always have like a quadruple like shot espresso coffee thing going, so I pretty much just heard like bzzz anyway.
Right, your ears buzzing. Well, dude, that's amazing.
That's so awesome.
Best of luck from
He's gonna
all
be
of
one
us.
of the Orange Men.
Yeah, that's super cool. And then I believe it's Syracuse. We played this really cool hot air balloon festival one year, and it was dope. I'm not kidding. Like, it was really fun. Sean thinks I'm about to poke fun at this thing. I'm not. I really did enjoy my time at the fucking Syracuse.
I went to a basketball game there when I was like younger, and I only got to pull out one basketball fact my whole entire relationship with you, and you were like, "What the fuck?"
It was early on too. Yeah, that's right.
I was like, "Oh yeah, I haven't seen Carmelo Anthony since he was playing for Syracuse."
Yeah.
And now everyone was like,
"What the fuck?"
I was like, "No big deal. I know a fact."
Yeah. Other thing about Syracuse, one time Bowling for Soup went on the quest to find the game Jenga so we could make a drinking game out of it. And we went to every single department store in the city and never found it. We had to wait till the next town. That's the end of my Syracuse knowledge right there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for listening to the podcast. Fun week. Great week. We will be back in a couple of weeks, I guess. And thank you so very much for listening. And we will see you down the road.
And I like you more than a friend.
But most of all, we'll see you down the road.